So here we go, a first away trip back in the Premier League for Leicester City as they walk out into the unique surroundings of Craven Cottage. Flamethrowers blast up into the air as the two sets of players stride out on a grey, rainy Saturday. Monday's draw with Spurs was a very encouraging start. Life back on the road in the top tier starts here against Fulham, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the southwest London air. Team news: Fulham were impressive at Manchester United even if they lost. They are unchanged. New signings Sander Berge and Joachim Andersen have just been introduced to the crowd, but they're not involved today. So Fulham have Bernd Leno in goal, Kenny Tata, Issa Diop, Calvin Bassey and Anthony Robinson the back four. Andreas Pereira and Sasa Lukic will hold, with Adama Traore, Emile Smith-Rowe and Alex Iwobi behind Rodrigo Nunez. The former Fox, Timothy Castagna, who caught up with some old friends before kick-off, is on the bench for Fulham. Referee is Darren Bond. Fourth official is Lee Doty today. From a Leicester perspective, they are unchanged as well from the draw with Tottenham. But new signings Oliver Skipp and Jordan Ayew, who only arrived yesterday, are on the bench today and could make their Foxes debuts. And in front of 25,000 expectant supporters, we are about to get underway. August, Saturday, 3 p.m. and on Darren Bond's whistle, Leicester City's away campaign this season will be off and running. He has one final look of his watch. Has a look at the fourth official. We're about 20 seconds early, but we're off. Roll back to Harry Winks. So 1-2 of Wilfred and Ndidi. Here we go. Leicester City away at Fulham, where they were beaten 5-3 on their last trip in the relegation season. But it wasn't so long ago they won here and were fourth in the Premier League as Abdul Fattawu runs down this near side. Good strong challenge from Anthony Robinson. Nunez was lurking around. Now it's back into midfield and then played forward by Kenny Tata down the right hand side. Fass comes across. Big challenge from Fass in front of the away fans. That shaggy hair floating around in the wind, but he timed that spot on. Fulham throw taken quickly. Here is Smith-Rowe, who's been given an opportunity, I guess, having left Arsenal. He's starting as the 10 now. In a way, he's kind of Fulham's main man. Let's see how he goes this afternoon on his home debut. They've worked that one nicely into the box here. And the shot from Traore, very well saved by Hermansen. Turned it round the post. First danger moment, though, after 3.5 minutes. Adama Traore struck it, and Hermansen stood tall, stood big to keep it at 0-0.
It was all a little bit too easy, really. Reminiscent of the early stages of Monday night.
Smith-Rowe goes beyond Fattawu. Robinson clips it in from the left-hand side. He's overhit that one. Traore is about as quick as they come in football. He didn't get there. Tata did. And Fulham are now enjoying a good spell. Andreas Pereira once more on that right-hand side. Crosses it in and Vestergaard heads away. We're in the old stand here. There's a post right in front of him and we could just about see that as it went into the box, and Rodrigo Nunez was almost on the end of it. He might have got something on and he headed it straight down into the arms of Hermansen, but Leicester are having to deal with some serious Fulham pressure. 0-0.
Yeah, slightly concerning, to say the least, in these early moments.
Free kick taken quickly and short back to Bassey on halfway. And Fulham fans are enjoying what they're seeing. 7 gone, Fulham 0, Leicester 0, but they've had their creative players on the ball. Smith-Rowe and Iwobi and Andreas Pereira, and I guess they'll be happy about that, Matt.
Yeah, it's been an impressive start from the home team, hasn't it, really? They've got an array of types of players out there, and they're all getting a chance to shine right now.
And here is Lukic driving to the edge. Now Iwobi, left-hand side of the box, up against Justin. Looks to come onto that right foot. He does, he shoots. And Hermansen with a more comfortable save down to his right-hand side. Justin held him up. Hermansen makes his second stop of the afternoon. The rain continues to fall and it's goalless.
Yeah, again, comfortable enough for Hermansen, but it's another attempt. Like Lukic is one-on-one against Buonanotte, and the other two midfielders are really advanced. Pereira and Smith-Rowe. Leicester just trying their hardest to come to terms with it, but not succeeding right now.
It's a real press, but here is Buonanotte, who brilliantly turns away from Lukic in midfield and rolls it forward to Di Cordova-Reid, who shoots well, and it's turned behind by Leno. What a save that is, and what a moment that would have been for Di Cordova-Reid, who's looking for his first Leicester goal, and it so nearly came against his former club Fulham. It was a brilliant move, and that's the best we've seen of Leicester so far.
Oh, by some distance.
Goalless here after 17 minutes. Erling Haaland scored, by the way, for Manchester City, so it's 1-1.
Okay.
That'll be the first of 50 this season, I imagine, for him.
Well, you knew not to get carried away, Chris, didn't you?
Well, I think everyone does when they go to the Etihad. Here is Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, he's into the box here, and he shoots and scores! His first Fulham goal. It suddenly opened up. Smith Rowe had the pace. He got beyond James Justin, and then he planted a left-footed finish into the back of the net. The game had gone quiet, but it's burst into life with the first goal of the afternoon. Fulham 1, Leicester 0.
Well, it came strangely from nowhere. Fulham have had big moments and long periods in this game. Leicester just sort of getting a foothold in the match, and James Justin there was complaining about something. I was trying to detect exactly what that was. He's saying he's been impeded by Iwobi as he's gone to approach Smith Rowe, but in my mind there wasn't too much in it.
Here is Robinson bursting down this left-hand side. Fatawu comes across. Robinson will, I think, shepherd that out for a corner. No, Fatawu did really well. But you can see the air of confidence now for Smith Rowe. It was a big decision for him to leave Arsenal, but I think he's come here to show exactly what he is made of.
And he's a quality performer.
Yeah, he's a quality player.
I think he might come here and...
Robinson's ball in, Munoz's header! Oh, it's wide! And how did he miss that? It was a gorgeous ball. And Fulham's number 9 rose, attacked it, got good contact, and the whole of Craven Cottage thought that was going to be 2-0. But it's gone wide of the post, and that is a serious let-off for Leicester.
They're not doing a bad job of it right now.
That's a nice ball out to Christensen, who headed that forward to Di Cordova-Reid. One of Leicester's summer arrivals. Of course, he was a distinguished performer here, part of a promotion. And he's just picked out Ndidi, who can stretch his legs. Now Christensen crosses in. Oh, it's beyond Vardy. It was a wicked ball. And Robinson puts it out of play before Fatawu was getting interested. Leicester's second corner, but that was really good from Victor Christensen. And that will give Leicester real encouragement that they can cause Fulham problems this afternoon. Now, Leicester have it with Vardy. Plays it to this right-hand side and Fatawu. Fatawu now, James Justin isn't really giving him an option, so he's looked to go beyond Robinson, and he did very well to win a corner. That's top play from Abdul Fatawu. He's not had it all his own way in this first half, but he's stuck to his guns. And there, out of absolutely nothing, he has won Leicester City their third corner of the afternoon.
Yeah, well, we all know he's capable of producing that spark, but the sparks have to be ignited a little bit more subtly, shall we say, because he's going up against Robinson again, and inside outside, and it was good movement.
Buonanotte's ball in, Fass is up. Leicester have scored. Wout Fass with the first away goal of the season, but the flag is up, and Fass's celebration is cut short. Jamie Vardy asks why. They'll check this. It's a big moment at Craven Cottage.
Is it a foul or is it offside? I would imagine it's offside.
What's the decision here?
Surely.
He's going over to the monitor.
Which suggests what?
That maybe they
have overturned it.
Yeah, this could be a goal.
Because they're being more lenient towards the refs, aren't they, these days?
Well, let's have a look.
No, actually, I can't see why the flag was raised there. You know, the linesman, assistant referee, is 50 yards away. Surely not.
Leicester fans are making their voices heard. Is it 1-1 or is it 1-0? Referee blows his whistle and he's given the goal!
Right,
and Leicester do equalise. Darren Bond has had a look. He thinks it's fine. The away end has erupted.
Fulham still look nice and slick and neat and tidy, but be delighted to get through to half term if that is the case on level terms.
Pereira's ball in, and Muniz is up, and Hermansen makes a save to his right-hand side. He is impressing again in the Premier League, Meth Hermansen, and well, nobody is surprised at that. That was a more comfortable save.
Yeah, I need to stop talking at corners, definitely, because that's when there's plenty of action occurring.
1-2 with Tata, the Dutch right back, and now it goes into Andreas Pereira. And here is Traore. Flicks it inside to Lukic again. Leicester are back behind the ball here. Smith Rowe helps it onto Iwobi. He puts in the cross, and Vestergaard's header has just gone onto the roof of the net. Inches away from an own goal there from Yannick Vestergaard. He knew he had to get something on it, and all 6'6", 6'7" of him rose there. Otherwise there was a Fulham player potentially in a promising position, but that was very close to 2-1 as well for an own goal.
That they're quite comfortable with, really. It's more sort of backs to the wall defending. There were some games last season.
Fass has just flicked it straight to Traore, into Muniz, he's put it over the bar. His second major chance today, and Fass there was guilty of overplaying it, and really Fulham should be 2-1 up at Craven Cottage.
Oh, right on cue, wasn't it there? We're just singing the praises of their defensive capabilities, which still remain relatively unblemished so far this season. But
and here is Andreas Pereira with this corner, whips it in and headed over by Tata, who is not happy with himself. He thinks that he should have got that on target, and Leicester's goal is leading a bit of a charmed life in the opening 11 minutes of this second half, but it's still 1-1.
Yeah, you fancy yourself to go into it in the last stages.
Andreas Pereira with a corner, and how about that? A bicycle kick from Muniz, which has absolutely thundered into the Hammersmith end. That wasn't far away from an early goal of the season contender. It was a bit of a soft corner to give away,
yeah, and
from almost the edge of the box, Fulham's number 9 caught hold of that one spectacularly, but it's whizzed over.
Yeah, before the game you're thinking that they're the danger men there, and Leicester have, well, haven't snuffed them out, because obviously Smith Rowe got the goal, didn't he? The Christensen overall has done a decent job of containing Traore. His Iwobi though on the left hand.
Iwobi flying forward into the box here, and he might go all the way, and he has! Hermansen got a touch, but Iwobi has struck. Leicester were undone down their right hand side. Goal out of nothing really, but Iwobi celebrates. Craven Cottage is on its feet, and for the second time this afternoon by the Thames, Leicester are going to have to come from behind. Hermansen is disappointed. It's Fulham 2, Leicester 1.
Well, spoke a little too soon, didn't I, there? About Leicester looking comfortable, but not sure how that goal has evolved. But Harry Winks traipsing, trying to track back with Iwobi. Iwobi outstrips him. A little bit of not a mismatch, but Iwobi had the head start.
We've got 90 seconds of added on time left. It might be now or never for Leicester City. Here comes Winks to dink it forward in towards the glut of players, and Leno didn't look comfortable there. He's punched it up into the air, and Didi shoots down, and Leno saves. Well, that was a nervy moment, but Fulham survived. The goalkeeper wants a foul. I'm not sure he would have got one.
No, strangely, it looked initially like it wasn't whipped in by Winks, was it? You know, there's a bit of a float there.
It's twisting and turning by the corner flag. Skip close to him. Gets it back to Kearney. Referee's had one look at his whistle, and he's about to blow for full time. And the first defeat of the new season for Leicester City comes here at Craven Cottage. They were in this game, they couldn't find the equaliser, and Marco Silva and Fulham celebrate their first win of the new campaign. Alex Iwobi's second half goal was the difference. It came after a lull in play, really. Leicester fought back in the first half. They conceded first. They equalised through Wout Fass, but it is defeat on the road for Steve Cooper. They had opportunities, but they couldn't quite fight back the way they did ultimately on Monday against Tottenham. Full-time score at Craven Cottage in the sunshine now. Fulham 2, Leicester 1.